Previously on the Salted Dice. For the past couple weeks, I've been investigating a certain company. The company she is referring to is Everest Enterprises, and that is a huge deal. There have been 33 attempts on my life since I started looking into this. The woman who I attempted to tase, that was Detective Gina Sommer. She is the city's best detective, and the fact that she's after us is not great.
When you contact your mentor for info, roll plus sharp. I'll owe her a favor.
All four of you go up the ladder, and you hear some footsteps heading towards the corner. Kind of a younger woman. The spirit is inside her. You approach the corner and see that it is, in fact, Bridget, your sister.
I can see when that transference is and tell Jones when to throw the lacrosse ball, and then I, at that same time, try and trap the spirit in it. And
you succeed at it.
Yay!
You fire this revolver, and it flies back. The kick is... You're athletic, but you weren't necessarily expecting that from it. And you absolutely destroy this lacrosse ball. First, we need to do the end of session, because you did finish the little arc, I think, right? You guys agree with that?
Oh, is that the end of the arc?
I mean, you killed the monster. I think it's time to do the end of session bit.
Wait, what is this? What is the end of session bit?
I will pull it up now. I ask you guys some questions. You answer yes or no, and depending on the answers, you all get kind of a lot of experience.
Wow.
So.
Oh.
What if I already have 4 out of the 5?
Then you will level up and be close to leveling up again, probably.
Yes.
I would think that this is the time to do it, though, right? If you beat the first monster.
Yeah.
I think so.
I mean, no. For me, it was before we beat the first monster.
Almost before we really encountered the monster.
Okay. I'm going to ask everyone some questions. I think you're all going to get it for all 4 of them. But did you conclude the current mystery?
Yes.
Yes.
It depends on the definition of current.
I mean, there's other mysteries, but I think you did solve the first one of what happened at Carlos Cafe.
Yeah.
Right? Did you save someone from certain death or worse?
Yes.
Twice.
Yes.
Yeah.
You did.
In multiple ways.
So do we mark experience then?
If you get 1 or 2 yes answers, mark 1 experience. If you get 3 or 4, mark 2. So let's finish the questions. Did you learn something new and important about the world?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure. Especially Vanessa Jones. Excuse me. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? And I think that's a yes too. Because you learned that old Spooky can see spirits. or something.
So we all get 2 experience.
She knows more. You all get 2 experience.
Cool.
Sick. Does that make anyone level up?
Yes.
Charlie.
How many do you need experience of to level up?
5.
It's on your sheet,
Oh,
so you
I'm
need
sorry.
5.
I need 5?
How dare you?
I
Yeah.
haven't...
Well, I don't know.
I haven't failed, anything, so I literally only have the 2.
You're just so
Okay.
good.
I know.
You need 5?
I need 5.
Oh, is it
Total,
different
you
for
need
each
5.
playbook?
No, Jones needs 3 more. But in total, you need 5.
5 to level up.
You need 5. I thought it was 6. Hey, I'm fine with it being 5. Yo, I totally have an extra experience point. I should have leveled up sooner.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was 6.
The time you did it really worked with the
Yeah,
fiction,
100%.
though, so bravo. Okay, so some of you were injured, and it was going to take about a day to recover each point of harm. If you stayed in and rested, what's the plan?
So this is immediately after, correct?
This is immediate. You all just climbed back down the ladder. One of you probably pulled the lid back onto the manhole leading downward, and you are all at the base of the ladder now. You just explained what happened to Francine. 58 is dealing with the broken bed, and that's where we're at.
Well, I think I would ask if anyone's hungry. Charlie, do you have eggs? Eggs and bacon? I can make like a whole big breakfast spread. I'm very used to feeding a team.
Oh god. Okay. So he definitely has those rations.
Does Charlie have any method to cook food down?
Yeah.
Does he have like a hot plate?
He's got steam heat. All right. This is all geothermal energy right here.
Sick.
Yeah. It's also environmentally conscious because that's Charlie. So he's got some like rinky-dink stove from like, I don't know, the first stove that was ever made ever.
in the steam age.
Yeah.
Wait, is that canon that Charlie has the first stove ever made?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's exactly what it is.
And this is in the future, so it's really old, right?
It's not that old. No, it's really old. It's terribly old.
in this
it's
future-
hard
I'd like to
to work
reiterate,
with.
it's a steam stove. It's
a steam stove.
Is this
that
from,
was out of my ass, like completely.
like is this from
I'm not
the
sure if
steam
that
age?
exists.
I'm looking up the first stove ever made. The result that comes up is the first manufactured cast iron stove from 1642.
Manufactured.
That's
that
exactly what
early.
he has. The museum was shutting down, and he brought it to his sewer hole.
No,
Wait, did Charlie work in a museum?
No, but he definitely has a stove from a museum that may have not been stolen.
All right.
That functions just dandy. So yes, he has eggs and bacon.
So you're all having breakfast?
Yeah,
Is that what's
so
going on?
yeah, and I'm just
I'll
like
go make some
bleeding all
breakfast.
over the fucking like table.
I feel like you're in the
broken
in safety. I think they'd probably stop the bleeding by now. I would hope.
All right.
No, not yet. Just a little more, a little longer.
eggs are more important.
Yeah.
All right. My character has died.
Like you're complaining about bleeding out. I'm like, 1 second. I'm like, here the eggs and here's bacon, and then I go help you.
Cool. Am I unstable, or am I?
No, you're not. You're not
Okay.
unstable anymore.
Okay. Am I unstable?
You are unstable.
Dope.
Yeah.
I'm still really hurt though.
Oh, that's where I come in. right this way, and he'll bring you out to like one of the makeshift beds. This one's just made out of foam, like just duct tape and foam.
Cool.
And the pillow is just rolls of duct tape taped together with more duct tape.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
It seems almost like a waste of duct tape.
You know, there was a sale, and
25 cents, yeah, $10.
yeah, I had 25 cents and I had $10. I made it work. Hence the duct tape bed. And it's surprisingly uncomfortable.
So, I'm not gonna make you all roleplay the however long you're gonna be down here. I just kind of want to get an idea of how long you plan to stay down and recover. Like, are you getting all of your health back? So that'd be about 3 days.
Here's the thing.
Where's the thing?
Can I use magic to heal?
Oh, I don't know. Can you? It should say unused magic.
I can use.
Use magic can be used to heal.
It can, but can I? Can my character do this?
Can you? Well, yeah. We did establish that 32 was taught some amount of magic, right? When you talked to 27.
Yeah. It mostly has to do with the chip in my brain.
I think you can use magic to do it. Yeah.
All right. Okay. Here's the thing. How about I wait a day? I want to wait a day.
Okay.
So that I go up a bit and then try it in case.
Okay. Is everyone in agreement to wait a day to
Mostly because I'm 1 health away from dying.
Yeah, you got messed up.
Yeah. I think I assume it's okay if I speak for Bridget here. That Kelsey and Bridget are gonna stay at least for a little bit just to make sure everything's
fine, and then also so Bridget can kind of deal with being possessed.
Okay, so are you all going to stay a day?
Yeah, I think since I have no harm, I'm gonna take a trip to Full Foods because I'm not satisfied with Dominic's rations to feed you all for a day
I had
or
2 eggs.
So I'm just gonna go for a grocery run.
Okay. So you're gonna leave?
I mean,
Oof.
I'm just the mundane. I didn't think I'd actually have to roleplay this. I just figured I would go and come back.
I'm just asking.
You figured incorrectly. You
So
lose.
this is like in the evening, I'm guessing, because I think the other stuff happened in the afternoon.
Wait, are we still in the morning? What time is it? Has this
No.
been a day?
It's the
I
same
think it's-
day.
I think it's approaching nighttime
gosh.
of the same day that this all
Okay,
started.
yes, I will go and just make a quick grocery run. I'm human. I'm still not entirely sure what just happened, but I also feel like I'm not going to be a target.
Hey Jones, and this is my favorite part. Why don't you read a bad situation for me?
Oh,
Okay.
this is your favorite part.
It is.
Oh,
your
I think I
favorite
know
part.
what's coming up, actually.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, if you listen to the episode, you got a sneak peek.
Okay, that's an 8 plus sharp. Do I have sharp? I don't think I have no sharp.
Well, hold on, I can check. Don't just assume no.
No, I don't. I put it all for charm and cool and tough.
Okay.
Oh, that explains
I mean
her.
that fits. Yeah.
Wow.
So for read a bad situation, you get to ask me one question as you're climbing the ladder to the top.
Okay. I'll say what's the biggest threat?
Right as you're about to lift the cover off of the entrance to this place, you hear some voices up above, and you can tell that it is more than one. It's quite a few people, and quite a few different conversations happening. So the biggest threat right now is being found by the people above.
Okay.
What do you do?
I guess I just quietly go back down the ladder.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, I just learned
Do you-
something that's useful.
you did, and you're the only one who knows it at the moment.
Okay.
Are you gonna relay this information or no?
Can I just know what everybody's doing right now? I want to observe first.
I'm lying down.
Just trying to
I'm
heal.
hurt.
I was probably going to talk to Francine at some point and kind of discuss if we have a game plan further from here. So I'd probably be warming up to that conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
I just don't know if anybody wants to, like, do anything before I just kind of throw everybody back into a big conversation. If there's, like, private conversations that want to go down.
Sure, Charlie and Francine can happen.
Okay. Because I feel like this is going to be like, okay, this is our next thing. I don't know if everybody's ready to
no,
move
I get
on.
what you're saying. Yeah.
Well, Charlie would probably go up to Francine. Where's Francine right now?
She's laying in bed. She was stabbed, so she's still recovering.
Is
from
she
that.
asleep?
No, she's awake. She's reading one of the books that she found in your place.
Okay. Nah, I'll ask, what are you reading?
I'm reading some ethical engineering book. I don't really understand any of it, but it's something to do.
Oh, I love the author.
The author, yeah. I said yeah, like I know who the author is. It doesn't say on the cover, so I don't know. It's pretty well written though.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. Hey, so what's your deal here? Like, where are we going from here? I feel like there are ties, or I guess there are unfinished business all around. I don't feel like we're completely done here.
No, I mean I wouldn't say we are. I mean there's a big company in the city that needs to be held accountable for the lives they've taken, and we're also being hunted by the police, so that's definitely not finished. As far as a game plan, I think we stay here and everyone get back to peak health, and then maybe we go see what the outside world's doing. I think that's what I would say. Well, I mean, what do you think?
Okay, I think that's a good plan. And I'm gonna go to my library at that point and start reading up on the company as much as I can and see if there's any information that would even be remotely related to this company and like what I can do to benefit myself towards it.
Okay, so I think Jones, maybe you come back down the ladder as Charlie's reading.
I actually have some stuff.
Oh, what's up?
All right, so I have 2 sort of meta game questions and then 1 roleplay thing. So because I made this character so quickly, didn't read everything. It says that I get old-fashioned armor, which is 1 armor heavy. which maybe
this happened last game.
Yeah, it's not bolded or anything. It's just kind of there. It's so like I'm skimming through it. Whatever. All right, so
I will say I've read your character sheet and I didn't see that either.
It's right there under gear. It's like the sentence between the gear paragraph and
yeah.
So we can work that in roleplay or something at some point. But yeah, to justify me not having it and then getting it or something. There's that, and there's also once this is so this is still the same mystery, right?
I think you just finished the first, like the initial mystery. Why?
Okay, so this is a different mystery. Fuck.
Or do you have all like your fate back or whatever?
I want to ask you an important question, Trenton.
Okay,
do I get my vape back? Yeah. How do I get my vape cartridges? And also, my roleplay thing is that I want to contact 27 to tell her that I killed the ghost.
I know how you get your armor and your vape packages, and you will soon. Is that acceptable?
Sure. Yeah.
I think you did have a vision that you didn't reveal, and I think you get to keep that.
Oh, I get to keep that?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned your second and third vision. You had a first one.
Okay.
I'm not going to take that away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
All right. So you want to contact 27?
Yeah, because I think in the beginning of the game, I rolled between... Wait. Yeah, that was like the only roll that I succeeded on, which was that she told me, hey, you gotta kill the ghost.
Yeah, and you also owe her a favor, but she hasn't mentioned that to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have to roll for that? I don't mentor, contact your roll plus sharp.
All right. I mean, I'm not like calling to ask a question, I guess I can.
Okay, yeah.
No,
I think you can. If you're not going to ask a question, you're just going to update her. I think you can can do that.
Ring.
Hello?
Hey, 27. I killed a ghost.
Did you bind it to something like we talked about?
So yeah.
What'd you bind it to?
A lacrosse ball.
Oh, lacrosse ball?
And then I hit it with a big sword.
Wow.
Well, I didn't bind it specifically. We bound it.
That's impressive. Good job. Wow.
Yeah, thanks. I'm almost dead, but it's fine.
Are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, it hits really hard.
The lacrosse ball?
Yeah, the lacrosse ball. Before that, the butcher. Fuck, ghosts are bad.
What?
They are. I mean, we agree. You know that.
Sorry, he was like talking, so I wanted you all to hear it.
No, that's great.
Wonderful.
Amazing.
He's like staring. There's not actually a bug, it's just a shadow, but he really thinks it's a bug. So he was just like sitting here, like, that was definitely the loudest one he gave.
That was a very good jump.
Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh, I don't.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. Just take the next couple days off. We'll definitely pay you a handsome sum for what you've done.
Oh,
Amazing work, really.
yeah, thank you. I guess I
do.
Yeah, go ahead.
I do have a request. Hey, actually, so you know how we're connecting on that line that I requested you contact me on?
Yeah.
Can we go back to that other one for a moment?
The first one?
Yeah.
I can't. I'll try.
Okay. I'll see you there.
All right.
Okay.
That
was good. That was a good end. Yeah. So she wants you to contact her on that, what she referred to as the unsecure line, where you were kind of in like a dream state.
Yeah. Fuck. I try to connect to that. Like, I think about the conference room. I just close my eyes and I think about it really hard, and I sort of like, I move my arm in front of me as if I'm seeing it, and I'm trying to imagine my arm as like sheet metal, and I'm trying to sort of recollect my existence in that area to see if I can channel myself into it.
Okay. I think it takes a little bit, but you do kind of appear there again, except this time the conference room is not falling into the earth. It is where it was in the beginning. This time the blinds are up and you can see the city below lit by daylight. And across from you at the table is 27, and she is not made of sheet metal, and neither are you.
Oh.
And she says, thank you for meeting here. We gotta keep this quick.
What's up?
They notice when I, drop the other line for too long. I have a request, and I do kind of feel like you owe me one.
Yeah, sure. Also, should this be on this line?
Yeah, it should be.
Okay.
Our supervisor, 12. When you have a moment, if you could try and learn anything about them and somehow get it to me through this line only, I would really appreciate it.
Sure. May I ask why?
She kind of shakes her head, and then just goes completely expressionless for about 5 seconds, and then when she returns, she says, I have to go. Please do this. I'll explain sometime, but I can't anytime soon.
Could you give me a lead? I don't know. I mean, it seems like you're closer to 12 than I am.
Do you know what their face looks like?
No.
No? I will get information to you somehow. It won't be through our main line, but I'll get it to you. Just try and keep an eye out and be careful.
Okay.
Only listen to any orders I give you, okay?
All right.
All right, and then she vanishes immediately, and you are back underground.
Ooh. Weird.
Did the different lines wouldn't have looked any different to me, right?
I don't think so.
Okay. That's what I thought.
But you probably did notice that like there was a time in between where I was disconnected.
Yeah.
If you were paying attention.
Yeah, I think you can tell that they're doing something over there.
Yeah. Can I go over to like, do you look asleep, or are you clearly awake?
I think what happened was I came back and my eyes are still closed, but I think I said weird out loud.
Okay. I want to go over to you again, like I did before. Be like, who are you like talking to?
Oh, fuck. No one.
Sure. Just like I totally like believe like the name you told us. Who are you like talking to?
You saw me. I was just lying down here. My mouth did not move the entire time. I don't know who I could be talking to.
Like sure. I so believe you. Like whatever. Just like whenever you like get it together, let me know who you're like talking to, please. Like it's weird. And then she just goes back to her sister because she doesn't really have interpersonal skills.
I just kind of stare a bit and I'm like, okay. And I just turn around and look at the wall.
As Kelsey is still walking by, 58 sits up straight and walks briskly over to 32 and says,
Master 32.
Yes, me.
Master Yasmin.
and 58 kind of raises his hand out towards you and says,
Pull my finger.
I sigh. And then I say, listen, I'm really hurt right now, so can you at least promise this isn't dangerous?
This is not dangerous. I was pre-programmed to have you pull my finger.
I think I know where this is going.
I grab a finger. Does 58 have one specific finger out, or is just the hand outspread?
No, just the hand is outspread. I don't think 58 really understands.
Does 58 have fingers?
Right.
58 has fingers.
Hold on. How do I...
Do you pull?
Wait, one sec. I'm gonna roll.
I was like, wait, what?
This.
Roll to kick
All
some
right.
ass.
I rolled a 3, so I'm pulling the middle finger.
Please pull this finger.
And 58 makes a fist with all fingers except the pinky.
Okay, I pulled the pinky finger.
When you pull the pinky finger, a panel drops out on kind of on a hinge from 58's lower abdomen, and rolling out onto the bed beside you are a vape and a few cartridges.
I knew it.
As well as you see something else sticking out that looks like it's lodged and not coming out properly.
What the? I reach in.
And you take out your armor, which you probably should have had earlier, considering you almost died.
Oh my god! You know what? This was both of our faults. I'm not gonna chastise you on this. Thank you, 58.
Wait, was that to me?
To 58.
58 says,
Please push my finger.
I push it.
and the panel closes up, and 58 returns to his standard kind of ready position.
God. Okay. I guess I'll just curl up and hug my armor for a second and my cartridges and just try to get some sleep.
Okay. This might be a good time for Jones to go up and hear the voices and then come back down. What do you think?
Yeah, probably. Unless, well, Kelsey, you looked into things. Did you want anything else?
I think
No,
Charlie
I
was
just-
reading too.
Oh, okay, so I want to investigate a mystery.
Because I think we established that the mundane good old Jones was going to go out in the evening, right? For the groceries?
Yes, and I have not yet returned. Stuff is still happening. I haven't told anybody
Okay.
yet.
Yeah.
So do what you want to do before we jump into it.
Charlie, do you want to investigate a mystery with your lore library?
Yeah. So let me see if there's anything else that would better suit my needs.
I think investigate a mystery is your best shot, just because that's what's listed under lore library.
Okay.
So you get a +1 to it.
Okay. Well, yeah, let's roll then. 2d6. Ooh, baby. Plus
Wow.
1 is 11.
Plus 2, so that's a 13.
It's all addition, baby. It's all about addition. Okay. So, I guess I would be reading up on this company. Could you...
Everest Enterprises.
Everest Enterprises. Alright, so I guess I would be asking what is being concealed here, specifically towards Everest Enterprises. And see
So
what
that's one of your 2 questions?
Yeah, I'm gonna see what I can read up on, basically.
You find a newspaper clipping. On the back of it was actually the information that you wanted at the time. That's why you kept it. But you find some kind of almost a comedic article laughing at some theories that Everest Enterprises was they were killing homeless people at some point. And it's more of a satirical thing, kind of acting like obviously that's not true, so that's they would never do that. But what they're referring to is that someone called in multiple times saying that they noticed people on their block going missing, and that they thought Everest Enterprises was behind it. So what is being concealed here is that there is a conspiracy that Everest Enterprises and like you notice that, and then as you go through other things in your lore library, you do see other references, mostly kind of secondary to other people claiming that Everest Enterprises was after them and things like that. So what's being concealed here is that whatever sketchy thing they're doing and taking people away, it's been happening quite a long time, like up to 50 years ago even.
Okay.
I guess they're making people disappear.
My next question would be, what can hurt it? Like, what's my best way of fighting this enterprise? Like, I'm gonna be taking on a company head on. Like, what's my best way of going about it? Like,
there have been a number of attempts to take down the company, and you know that the worst way to try and hurt them is through court. They have a really good set of lawyers, and you've seen them just in records kind of get out of a lot of things that they should be guilty for, just with their law team. And you kind of get the feeling that the best way to hurt it is probably the way you hurt the spirit up there, and that's through physical means, by kind of acting outside of the law.
You ever put a fucking corporation in a lacrosse ball and beat the shit out of it?
Imagine how much that would hit. How hard that would hit.
I feel like the whole fighting the corporation is a lot more political than I expected this podcast to get. It's getting too real.
Hey, I like it. Fucking let me beat the shit out of Everest.
Oh, no.
Anyways.
I'm all for it.
yeah, let's go for it.
So I think that's the way to hurt it is, I'll say through magic.
Okay, by magical means.
At least in part, yeah.
You got it. All right, those are 2 questions.
All right.
That sounds good to me.
Jones, I think you're coming back down the ladder. What's up?
Yeah, so, unfortunately, we're gonna have to starve in here for a little bit longer. I heard some voices while I was trying to get out of the hidey hole.
Why'd you, raise your eyebrows?
Does Jones do those eyebrows?
Did I?
Does she?
I didn't realize that I did them. I'm sorry. That's just a me thing, I guess.
She had, the biggest grin, and she said hidey hole, and, her eyebrows, raised.
It's really just because I couldn't think of what it was actually called, so I had to say hidey hole.
It's last name Hidey Hole, right?
How much?
It's Charlie's new last name, Charlie Hidey Hole.
Charlie Hidey Hole. Charlie last Hidey Hole name. How much time has passed since?
It's been
my conversation with Kelsey.
I would say 10 minutes, right?
Okay, so it was right after that?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't think I can sleep in 10 minutes.
Maybe you were just falling asleep when Jones announced
Yeah.
that.
Oh, what?
Francine sits up and says, What? You heard what?
There were voices like right above the manhole cover. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to put you guys in danger.
That you made the right decision. Thank you.
Who do you think is out there? What did it sound like, Jonesy?
It was just voices, but they were like right over us, so I didn't risk it.
We already established that for my telepathy, I have to see them, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
Did you see who it was?
No, I didn't lift the hidey hole cover.
Oh, are they they're right outside, you think?
I mean, they sounded pretty close. It was muffled, but they were definitely near.
Yeah.
Hang on. Do I know Charlie's name? I forget.
I think I introduced myself.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Charlie, did people come here a lot? Is this normal?
Nothing about this day has been normal. I just fought a lacrosse ball to death. So, no, there's usually nobody in the back. This is a very secret spot. You guys are probably the only people that have ever been here. Is there anything I could do right now to possibly further investigate these noises from the manhole?
I think you could go up and investigate if you wanted. You'd get more information if you lifted it, but you're also going to risk a lot more.
Okay. That's like an act under pressure.
Hey, everyone, you know what time it is?
What?
Oh.
Oh, is it vape time?
My eyes light up as I remember. It goes back to a day when it was raining outside and I was in an alley ripping some fat cotton. And we all know how it goes. You see me rip a few fat ones, and then I get that first big sort of inhale, and then in that exhale, I sort of have a head tilt, a weird huh. And this is exactly why. Is because I saw myself in a weird, kind of unorthodox but homey little workshop, surrounded by these people I don't know, and the focus being on the manhole. And in this vision, I went up to the manhole and I don't know what I did. I pulled out some sort of tech and I put it up there. And now it's all clicking. Hey, guess what? I have a useful object ready.
Oh.
And I guess as I craft this, I need to ask, what does the manhole cover look like?
Manhole cover is like your typical manhole cover. It's a big iron disc.
Do they usually have any holes in them or anything?
There's one hole in the center.
All right. How big is this hole in the center?
Probably fit 2 fingers.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Okay.
Maybe an inch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I reach out. I reach into my ropes, and my hands were empty when they went in, but when they went out, they were holding onto this weird, rickety, kind of rusty pipe. And on one end of the pipe, it's curled, and you see there's a glass, and on the other end of the pipe there's another glass, and what is not shown is inside there are more glasses and mirrors. And guess what?
Is this
you know those weird submarines?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's a periscope.
Mm-hmm. That's the one.
Hell yeah.
Hell
Amazing.
Yeah. I just had this. Can you believe it?
Wow.
Wow, you have so many things.
And so I take it out, and I'm like, Hey, I guess this isn't exactly like what I did in my vision, because I'm kind of hurt, but here, could one of you take a look?
I'll do it. Yeah, so Jones walks over and takes the periscope. So I guess she'll reapproach the manhole cover and just barely stick it up through the hole very slowly.
Are you thinking investigate a mystery or read a bad situation?
I think that's act under pressure, no?
Well, no, she's just putting it... I guess I'll investigate a mystery.
All right.
That's a 9, plus sharp, that's a 9.
Wow. You roll so well.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So...
She's just so good, you know?
Let's see. I guess what is being concealed here?
What is being concealed from you, 5, down below, or 6? When you look into this this periscope device, you see tons of flashing lights and many people in uniform kind of gathered around the spot where you fought the lacrosse ball. And you see police do not cross tape around. And you are looking at a crime scene of some type. And it looks like you're looking at the end of an investigation because they're bringing in people to clean up the whatever was there. And you, as you're watching, you notice Detective Gina Sommer kind of standing and talking to some people and writing some stuff down in a small notebook and just kind of walking around the place.
Okay, were they just investigating, like, sort of the evidence, what went down with us, or was there something else that happened there? Because, like, if you said they were cleaning up, I can't imagine there's too much to clean up with, like, the lacrosse ball.
I mean...
there was the lacrosse ball left behind, and you were also all bleeding. Or not all. 2 of you were bleeding significantly at the start of the fight, before you were hit by a spirit-powered lacrosse ball.
Okay.
So you can pick up on that's what they're cleaning up now. You're kind of looking at the end of an investigation, or at least in that area, as far as you can tell.
I guess I'll slowly bring it back down and relay the information that there is... Do I have to act this? This is part I'm bad at.
You're good. You got this.
Okay, so she goes back down. She's like, okay, there's a bunch of officers around. It's like they were cleaning up a crime scene. It looks like they're about to be done now, but that lady that you tried to save from the taser, the lady you tried to save from the taser, she was there.
Oh, Gina, yeah. Wow. Oh.
So we're surrounded by cops.
Yeah, it might be best to lay low for a little bit.
Charlie, you said this is the only way in and out of this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I got shovels. We could start digging our way through.
That's a very Charlie solution to offer.
We're gonna turn this into a Jules Verne story
rusted,
here.
By the way,
You did choose panic room, so you have supplies and essentials for at least a few days.
Yeah, this is more of like just a holdup, like a temporary holdup. It's not necessarily somewhere like to be completely established.
Okay, but you're I think you'd be fine there for a little bit, right?
Yeah. Charlie's probably just gonna say, well, I don't think there's much I could do for today except get some shut eye. You'll begin to cozy up on like on a beanbag chair that that's wrapped in duct tape too.
I think we should be quiet, especially for the first day then.
Yeah, so I'm probably gonna try to have this day pass.
Hey, Francine.
Plus it's approaching nightfall, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's getting dark now.
Hey, Francine, how are you doing?
I've been better than having my ex-partner hunt me down, but I'm feeling a little bit better, a little stronger. I think if another few days I should be in I don't know if I've ever been in fighting shape, but be ready to go out there. I really appreciate all that you've all done for me.
Of course. I'm sorry you went through what you did.
Thank you. And I don't think it's fair that you're all down here with me, with them up here. And if any of you want to, we can go up now and you can explain everything that happened and tell them that I took you or whatever, and you can do this the legal way. And I'll be honest, I don't think that would work out best for what I want, but I none of you are being held here. And I need you to know that.
Well, life doesn't have referees. It's not always fair. I say we're in it.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Francine, your life was almost taken from you, 33 times? I don't think it would make a good ending for this to be the 34th and final, huh?
No, probably not. Thank you. I'm gonna try and get some sleep too. It's been a while.
Yeah, I think we should all rest.
Is everyone gonna try and get some rest?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I turn to 58 and I say, hey, 58,
Yes?
could you be a bit quieter for the rest of the day?
He just kind of stands there for a couple seconds, and then noticeably quieter, he says,
Yes.
That's so sad.
Oh. And I have an actual important request.
Yes?
If that manhole cover up there moves at all, could you kind of quickly let us know?
Absolutely.
All right. Thank you.
and he sits down and goes into what looks like almost like when a computer goes to sleep, but he's facing the kind of the upper portion of the ladder that you
Is
can
it
see.
like the little tubes? You know, like the colorful tubes.
Yeah.
Black background. Like that's what his brain's doing.
That is what is, but it is actively watching the entrance.
Nice. I'm gonna fucking go to sleep, everyone. Also, wait, before I go to sleep, Kelsey, is your sister doing all right?
I think Bridget is asleep at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, she's out.
Yeah.
She's like, I mean, she was like possessed today, so like not like she's like not doing great, but like for what happened, she's like fine.
Yeah, guys, I'm ready to zonk.
All right. Well, if any of you need anything, you know where I sleep, so. Oh, fuck.
Have you seen Oprah do it?
Wow.
There's devices for
Do
it.
you see
though.
Oprah do it? Oprah does it.
Is that what you saw?
Oprah can do it? Wait, tell me more
Yeah,
about Oprah.
Okay, so
You don't know that.
yes, I've
talking about?
seen Oprah do that.
What do you mean you've seen Oprah do that?
Dude, you guys ever see that famous internet video of Oprah like just standing and then she's
No.
like,
You've seen
I'm
Oprah
doing it
do
right, and
No.
it's like a full like straight stream, buddy. Like she had aim on that one.
Because there's like a cup, isn't there?
Yeah,
Like
there's a
spout?
little. It's kind of like a
Yeah.
weird funnel.
A piss spout.
Y'all, I found a video. Okay, I found a video that says Oprah pees for 10 minutes.
Oh wait, yeah, wait, that's the same video I just linked.
Fuck.
I'm glad I'm turning you guys on to this. I didn't realize you guys didn't understand that this is an actual thing. It's like early Oprah.
the O network.